Today, our practice is self-awareness with an active meditation of being with the bees. This practice can be done on its own or during a typical hive inspection. Just ensure that there's enough time to really explore your movement, the senses, and the self during this active meditation. We begin by entering the apiary as you would any other day, suited up, tools in hand, ready to be with the bees in a very exploratory way. Approach the hive as you would, but before we start going into it with our hive tools, take a moment to stand by the bees and breathe. As you stand with the bees, begin to notice the mind. What is it doing? Has it had an opportunity to slow down, to scan, or to focus? Maybe you find it racing from all the should-haves, could-haves, and would-haves that our brain jumps to throughout the day. Here, we take a breath, a deep breath, and offer the bees some gratitude, or tell them your intention for being with them today. While standing to the side of the bees, place your hands on top of the hive. Here we acknowledge our deep breaths and possibly set an intention. Full inhales and deep exhales as we allow the bees to acclimate to our presence. Starting to observe the vibration of the hive, listening to the sounds of the buzz. Simply standing, breathing, and awakening to the uniqueness of this moment. And for a breath or two, feeling your feet touch the ground and your hands touch the hive. When you're ready, we'll grab our hive tool and pop the top cover with slow, methodical movements. Then place the cover to the side of you. As we stand there after the top cover has been removed, take a few moments to inhale. Get your nose a little closer and take in all the aromas the hive has to offer. Now gently take your hands, palms down, and lightly and slowly run your hands across the top bars of the frames. And feel the gentle vibration that the bees are exhibiting. Next, taking our time, we'll remove a single frame. Once again, become a keen observer of this singular frame that makes up a piece of an entire hive. If you take the frame into one hand, your other hand can be placed along the top of the bees and gently move your hand across their backs. Spend some time here gazing upon the activity of the frame. Observe its content, observe the movement of the bees, and before the frame goes back into the hive, maybe offer the bees some gratitude. And when you're ready, placing the frame back in the hive. Here you have the option to bring out another frame from this box, or maybe go down to another box and explore some more. So if we're using this time during a hive inspection, and we've made our way down to the brood box, allow some space to really explore what we're looking for. To have eyes on eggs, larvae, capped brood, the queen, ideally all of them. What an incredible gift to be able to see the inner workings of a beehive and to have that intimate connection with them. a connection like no other between humans and insects. As you continue to gaze upon the frame, take the opportunity to watch emerging brood fully hatch out. Or if you see a queen present, observe what she's doing and how the other bees are interacting with her. If this time in the apiary, in this hive, is not being used for hive inspection, but rather for a deep active meditation of self-awareness with the bees, it's here that we have an opportunity to explore all the wonderful gifts that bees provide, including honey, beeswax, propolis, bee bread, royal jelly, and so much more. Allow a few breaths to simply be grateful for those gifts, those sweet, sweet gifts. We give all our gratitude to the bees. When the time is right for you, begin to reassemble the hive. Taking some deep breaths, moving slowly, in full appreciation of this life-giving organism. After closing the hive, once again, place your hands on top of the hive as we explore reciprocity. We take the next few breaths to explore how we may live in more reciprocity for the system as a whole. The bees, our families, our world. Some of those ways that we can live in reciprocity to all pollinators is by protecting and increasing beneficial habitats, growing more food, and creating native bee boxes, and educating yourself before becoming a beekeeper, and then sharing that knowledge with our youth and others who want to learn. By living in reciprocity with this extraordinary organism, we show the natural world that is not disposable or insignificant. And neither are we. However you express reciprocity, communicate it with the bees.